And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go!
A first down throw from Mayfield. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Bobby Wagner in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Play fake. Mayfield. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they're trying to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Got some real estate inside the 30. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Wilson now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Now a toss play. It's Carson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
He's got the tight end, Goodell. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 3rd down and 5 to start things out. From the shotgun, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35. It's a big play there for the Browns. 56 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. They go play action here on first down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 23 yards on the play. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Third and short yardage. Mayfield into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They give him a gain of 37.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Let's go.
On second down, Wilson. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 27. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. It's caught right side, Dixon. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Wilson now to throw on second down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was going for the tight end, Nick Vanette, and it's 3rd and 5.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game.
And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland, and even 50 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Open space inside the 10, and finally down at the 9-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
All right, here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. K.J. Wright in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Throwing, Mayfield. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next year? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. The Browns try to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away. Mayfield now on 2nd down. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Baker Mayfield as the first half is winding down. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. Baldwin with it over the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll toss it out to Carson. He finds an opening past the 40. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Every team in the league always wants explosive plays, breakout plays, and even more so when it's your horse who's had a tough time during the game.
Yeah, not that great in the first half. Maybe he can recalibrate here in the third and then carry that over to the fourth.
I like that. Recalibrate. Strong.
Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
He had their lone TD earlier. Now he's got a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run it with Carson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 at the 19. Now it's Carson, and he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here's Wilson, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ed Dixon, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on-knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. From the gun, it's Wilson. This is caught, and he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Out to kick is Janikowski. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Frank Clark in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Now let's go.
Now Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield on 3rd down from his end zone. He's going to air one out. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Returnable for Lockett. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try to get the run game going. Here's Davis. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Now, that was a big run. It takes them all the way down to the 1-yard line, and that'll shake the confidence of any defense. So when they're looking for a little bit of support now, looking at their defensive coordinator, if I'm him, I dial up some pressure. I just go after him because otherwise you're still playing back on your heels, and that's not going to help your defense at all.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough, they couldn't handle it. They worked out for 6. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Out to kick is Janikowski. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Mayfield on play action, sliding out of the pocket. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there.
All right, here we go.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Trying to get it to Landry there. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A 1st down carry for Davis. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Tackle made by Demarius Randall.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. To throw is Wilson, operating from the gun. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Out to kick is Janikowski. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19. Watch him now, Barney.
go play action. Mayfield flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. It's a big play there for the Browns. 59 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Mayfield eluding the pressure right. And that's off the mark, incomplete. He was looking for Landry that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Antonio Callaway, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. Mayfield with it once more. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
It got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd down, Davis. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Wilson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe some.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Antonio Callaway with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Here we go. The Browns will go for 2.
Set! Blue landing!
Mayfield to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Here's Carson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Right back to him on first down. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. From the shotgun, Wilson completes it to Dixon. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Carson. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Following the interception, Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield. I think it's intercepted.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now he'll let it go, and this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. They'll try to run with Carson. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Oh, Wilson going to throw. There's Baldwin. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. From the gun, Wilson. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Out to kick is Janikowski. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jaron Reed getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. Mayfield off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 30 yards there. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinators...
And my goodness, another interception.